All right, man. Let's talk about rumors going around that Badu Jack and Canelo is almost done. I mean, we said it on the live Sunday, and I probably talk about it exclusively on Monday live if I'm able to go live, which hopefully I will be. That this was the smartest move that he can make. He didn't want to rematch Dimitri Bivol. We all knew that. If you feel like you want to get that get back, you at least would have got that get back right after the Dimitri Bivol. I mean, right after the Gennady Golovkin fight. He didn't want to fight David Benavidez. He never fought any young prime fighters for real, maybe other than Austin Trout. It depends how you feel about Erislandy Lara, what his real age were. But he never was in that. He was not about to pass the torch to a Mexican. That's why he was saying, that's why he was kind of saying like that's kind of why he was saying like he was going around saying like he didn't want to fight another Mexican because he know they was gonna have an opportunity to be bigger than him, and he was passing the torch to him if he lost. You know, and that's just not how the game went in his era. You know, Floyd didn't really pass that torch to him. Floyd came in there to beat his ass, and he did every round. But you know, we already know what he is. I mean, how can you be disappointed in a person when you already know what their agenda is? How are people mad? I mean, y'all been saying, a lot of y'all been saying, well, Canelo this, Canelo that. He don't want this. We already know that. So when he, you know, when he basically validates that, when he reassures that, you know what I'm saying? You know, how can we, you know, how can we be shocked? How can we be shocked? You can't be. How can you be shocked? How can we be shocked? Please tell me, how can you be shocked? How can you be disappointed in somebody for the ones that's disappointed Canelo and really, you know, going at him? How can you be, if somebody, you know, somebody a thief and you hire them in your job and you know they a thief, how can you be disappointed when they steal something? Tell me. How can you honestly be disappointed in them? Tell me that. Tell me. How can you be disappointed? If you know, you know. So he ain't disappoint me. He was talking about going to fight Elangu Makabu, who Badu Jack beat. That wasn't no secret. That was no secret. So I'm not disappointed. To me, that it made the most sense. It made the most sense. It made the most entire sense to go up there and fight Badu Jack. I don't know why he went back up to I don't know why he went back up to 175. It wasn't like Dimitri Bivol had undisputed or had several belts. That just didn't make a lot of sense. Let's call it what it is. It didn't make a lot of sense to go fight that man at 75. So you can say what you want to say about it, but you know, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. So, but I mean, they negotiate and you see it. Hopefully, Badu Jack gets some money. Badu Jack been one of my favorite fighters to watch. My only disappointment is how he fired Eddie Mustafa Muhammad through a text message instead of going to him like a man and looking him in his eye and telling him, or going to dinner with him or telling him like I'm gonna go ahead and do something else. To me, that's one thing that I didn't agree with. But in my humble opinion, that was just how he chose to, make the decision. That's how he chose to make the decision. I didn't agree with it. But then again, I never heard his side of the story, so I can't totally disagree with what he did because I only got one side of the coin. But it says Saul Canelo Alvarez and Badu Jack are close to agreeing to a clash for the WC cruiserweight title. The Mexican is currently undisputed champion. The super middleweight could jump up to 200-pound limit to face Badu Jack. Before the year out, Canelo has been heavily linked to September rematch with Bieber, who beat him in the points in the May of last year. However, they are still yet to agree on terms for Mexican Independence Day weekend and September date, initially tagged for his return. And now Amir Abdullah, the head of boxing at Saudi Arabia's base skill challenge entertainment, who represents Jack, has revealed negotiate talks regarding the class later this year are progressing well. Jack won a WC Cruiserweight title via 12th-round stoppage of Alangu Makabu and Dira, Saudi Arabia. Hopefully, sorry if I mispronounced it, in February, and still yet to arrange his first defense. But Abdullah told Boxing, quote, "Yeah, we are currently discussing with Canelo's team. I'm talking directly to them. And of course, we represent Badu Jack as skilled challenge promotions athlete. The talks are going very well." Continue, quote, "I'm hoping that the talks progress, and I think we have a lot of negotiation terms met with everybody satisfied. There are one or two more sticking points that I'm hoping won't return out to be sticking points. But Canelo is a very established guy, and his team knows what they're doing. Sometimes fights don't work out because of little things that come at the end, and sometimes everybody's able to come to a mutual understanding and agree to it. I'm an eternal optimist, so I always look for the best case scenario. I'm hoping Badu Jack and Canelo does work out. It would not be in September though. So there you go. He said that I'm hoping we can get this thing out over the line, but Badu has other options. We are looking at a possible Bridgerweight fight to win the title in the fourth division. But he also has a mandatory at cruiserweight with a potential Macabre rematch still. I think in the next couple of weeks, we'll be able to make an announcement on what's going to be next for him. So obviously, he got some obstacles, he got some options, and obviously, you always want to have options when you're dealing with Canelo because when you got options, everybody treats you different. You ain't seem like you ain't got nowhere else to go. You know what I'm saying? Even with women, when you got options with women, dude, they act a lot better. When you ain't got options and they don't think you can do better, then guess what? Then they gonna treat you a certain different way. But you got options, and you a player, you can go out and get another bitch that can do what she do, and she gonna act right. Mark my words. So it's always good to have options. Don't mean you got to utilize them. You know, but it's always good to keep your competition on your toes. And Canelo he got options, so then don't need to verbally express that. So he got options. So they two dudes options. Obviously, his options are dangerous, but his options are lucrative as well. You know what I'm saying? You know, we know how the game go. But like I said before, I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I did the same thing. I ain't gonna lie, bro, because my whole thing about it is whatever you do, the fans not gonna be satisfied. He go fight Benavidez, the fans gonna say, well, he really didn't want to fight Dimitri Bivol in a rematch. And then he fight Dimitri Bivol. Oh, it's at 175, man. Bivol really wanted the 68. Bivol was in no position to make demands. I say it again, Bivol was in no positions to make demands. Even though you won the first fight, Canelo don't have to do nothing. You in no position to make demands around here. You ain't King Willie. You in no position to sit here and call the shots. You ain't the point guard. You ain't Chris Paul fool. You ain't Brian. So, it's not empty. They saying it's 90% done, but it don't really sound imminent just about yet. But yeah, man, that's smart. Go tap into Saudi Arabia and get that money. Because whatever you do, people gonna complain about it. No, everybody gonna be happy. He gonna drain, old buddy a little bit. And that might have been the thing with Benavidez. He might have been looking to drain Benavidez a little bit. And maybe Benavidez like, nah, I'm good. You set tripping around this mug. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that, Playboy. I ain't doing all that. And that could be the case. Badu Jack ain't no big welterweight neither. I mean, big light heavyweight. I mean, cruiserweight. So all in all, that might work in his favor. All in all, that might just work in his favor. He probably can drain himself a little bit or get down a little bit for Canelo. So yeah, I mean, shit, do what you do. I'm all for it. I watch. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't paying for it, but I watch. But yeah, I watch. I ain't gonna fake the funk with y'all. But don't matter what you damn if you do, damn if you don't. You damn if you do, damn if you don't. That's one thing I learned about life. I go back and say, if I did this and I did that, it still got positive and negative effects in the outcome. And I'm really a believer in things happen for a reason. So they do. So thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Man, I do appreciate everybody for supporting the channel. Rate the podcast, all the links in the description, Amazon, Google Podcast, Spotify, whatever you want to listen to it on. We everywhere. Appreciate y'all. Peace.